Yesterday evening, I was sitting in my living room, looking around at the furniture, the lights, the colors, and I thought, it's amazing how much a home can say about a person.
I really like that feeling. When you look at your home and notice small details that make it feel comfortable, warm, and safe.
That's why today's podcast is all about describing your home in simple English, using easy vocabulary you can use in real life.
Before we begin, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Josh, and welcome back to Mr. Learn English.
And I'm Emily, and we're happy you're here with us today for another calm and friendly English lesson.
Describing your home is something every English learner needs because it's one of the first questions people ask when they meet you.
Yes, questions like, where do you live? Or what is your home like? Are very common in everyday English, and beginners can answer them with simple words.
Let's start with a gentle hook to help listeners relax. Imagine you're standing at the door of your home. You open the door and step inside. What do you see first?
That's a great way to begin. When I open my door, the first thing I see is my small hallway with a little table and a soft light. It feels warm every time I walk in.
For me, the first thing I notice is the bright window in my living room. It makes the whole space feel open and comfortable.
And those simple sentences, I see a hallway, I see a window, I see a table, are perfect beginner sentences for describing your home.
Let's start with the basic parts of a home: the living room, the kitchen, the bedroom, and the bathroom.
Yes, and learners can add simple adjectives too, like big, small, bright, clean, quiet, or comfortable.
For example, my kitchen is small, or my living room is bright, or my bedroom is quiet.
These sentences are short, but they are great for real conversations.
Let's talk about the living room first because it's usually the heart of the home.
In my living room, I have a sofa, a coffee table, and a small shelf with books.
That's a perfect example. You can say, I have a sofa, or I have a table, or I have a TV.
Yes, and beginners don't need to make long descriptions. Even one or two simple sentences are enough.
Let's share more examples. In my living room, I also have a soft rug and a lamp next to the sofa.
That's nice, and you can describe it with easy English. My living room has a rug, or there is a lamp next to the sofa.
Exactly. Using there is and there are is very helpful when describing a space.
Yes, like there is a window, or there are two chairs, or there is a picture on the wall.
Let's move to the kitchen, another important part of a home.
My kitchen is small but very clean. I have a stove, a fridge, and a little counter where I prepare food.
That's perfect beginner vocabulary. Stove, fridge, sink, table, chair, all very useful words.
And you can also describe your kitchen with adjectives. My kitchen is modern, or my kitchen is bright, or my kitchen is simple.
Yes, and most beginners can describe what they do in the kitchen too. Sentences like, I cook here, I make tea here, or I eat breakfast here.
Next, we'll talk about bedrooms, bathrooms, and how to describe the small details that make your home feel special.
Now, let's talk about the bedroom, because it's usually the quietest and most personal place in a home.
Yes, and the great thing is that bedrooms are very easy to describe in English. You can start with simple sentences like, my bedroom is small, or my bedroom is cozy.
In my bedroom, I have a bed, a nightstand, and a small lamp. That's all, but it feels calm and comfortable.
That's perfect beginner vocabulary. Bed, lamp, pillow, blanket, closet. These words help you talk about what you see every day.
You can also add small details like, I have a soft blanket, or my bed is next to the window. These sentences are simple but very natural.
Yes, and you don't need long descriptions. Even short sentences like, there is a closet or there are two pillows are great for conversation.
Another thing people often describe is the color of the room. You can say the walls are white, or the room is light blue, or the curtains are dark.
Colors make your English sound more complete, and they're very easy to add.
Now let's move to the bathroom, because people often need to describe it when talking about their home.
Right, and bathroom vocabulary is simple too. Words like sink, shower, toilet, mirror, and towel are easy for beginners.
You can say, my bathroom has a shower, or there is a small mirror above the sink.
Exactly. Or, my bathroom is clean. It is bright. Or, it is small. Adjectives help make your description friendly and clear.
Many learners forget they can talk about actions in each room too. For example, I take a shower here, or I brush my teeth here.
That's a great point. Describing your home isn't only about objects, it's also about what you do in each space.
For example, in my bedroom, I say, I sleep here, or I read before bed, which makes the description feel more real.
In the living room, you can say, I watch TV or I relax on the sofa.
And in the kitchen, I cook, or I make coffee. These simple actions help listeners understand how you use each room.
Let's talk about something important: how to describe the feeling of your home.
Yes, I love that. You can use easy adjectives like warm, quiet, bright, peaceful, clean, or comfortable.
For example, my home feels warm, or my home is quiet, or my home feels very peaceful in the morning.
Those are great sentences because describing the feeling is just as important as describing the objects.
Another thing you can do is describe what you see first when you walk into each room.
For example, when I walk into my bedroom, the first thing I see is the bed.
Or, when I enter the kitchen, the first thing I notice is the window, which is very simple and easy to copy.
Let's help learners even more by giving a guided description they can imagine.
Great idea. Let's walk listeners through a simple, imaginary home, step by step.
Imagine you are standing at the door of your home. You open it slowly and walk inside.
Maybe you see a small hallway with a light and a table.
Then you walk to your living room. You see a sofa, a table, and a bright window.
Next, you step into the kitchen. Maybe it is clean and small, with a stove and a fridge.
Then you enter your bedroom. It has a soft bed, a lamp, and a closet.
Finally, you go to your bathroom. There is a sink, a mirror, and a shower.
This is a great way for beginners to practice because they can imagine the home even if it's not real.
Yes, and visualizing helps you remember the vocabulary much faster.
Next, we'll teach you how to describe your home using full sentences, how to talk about location inside your home, and how to explain what you like most about your space.
Now that we've talked about the main rooms in a home, let's teach learners how to make full, clear sentences when describing their space.
Yes, this is very important because simple vocabulary is good, but connecting the words into easy sentences helps you sound more natural.
One very helpful structure is there is and there are. Beginners can use these for almost everything in the home.
For example, there is a sofa in my living room, or there are two chairs in my kitchen.
Exactly. And learners can also describe where things are with simple location words like next to, behind, in front of, between, on, under, and near.
Yes, for example, the lamp is next to the bed, or the fridge is near the sink, or the mirror is above the sink. These sentences are very clear and beginner friendly.
Location words help you paint a picture in the listener's mind, even with simple English.
Another useful structure is my favorite place is, because it lets you describe what you love most about your home.
Yes, for example, my favorite place is the kitchen because it is bright. Or, my favorite place is the living room because it feels peaceful.
Those sentences are easy, and they help learners talk about their personal feelings, which makes the conversation more interesting.
You can also describe size in simple ways. You don't need complicated grammar. Just say, my room is big, or it is small, or it is medium sized.
Yes, and you can combine these ideas too. For example, my bedroom is small but cozy, or my living room is big and bright.
Let's teach a few more useful adjectives that beginners can use when talking about their home: clean, modern, simple, comfortable, warm, quiet, bright, soft, and open.
Those are perfect because they describe the feeling of a room without needing long sentences.
Another idea is to describe the order of your home. Is it organized or a little messy? You can say, my room is very clean, or my desk is a little messy.
Yes, and that makes the description more personal and real, which helps you connect with people.
Let's guide learners through making a longer description using all these tools step by step.
Okay, imagine this example. My home is small, but it feels warm and comfortable. There is a bright living room with a sofa and a table. The kitchen is next to the living room. It has a fridge, a stove, and a sink. My bedroom is quiet and has a soft bed and a lamp.
That's a great model because it uses simple verbs, simple adjectives, and simple locations.
We can also help beginners describe how often they clean or use each room. You can say, I clean my room every day, or I cook in the kitchen every morning, or I relax in the living room every evening.
Yes, daily habits are an easy way to talk about your home with present tense sentences.
Let's also teach learners how to answer common questions about their home.
Good idea. For example, where do you live? The answer can be simple: I live in an apartment, or I live in a small house.
Another question is, what is your home like? And you can answer with, it is bright and comfortable, or it is small but cozy.
And people often ask, how many rooms do you have? You can answer, I have 3 rooms, or I have 1 bedroom and 1 kitchen.
These small answers help learners feel confident speaking about their home.
Now let's help listeners practice by imagining a simple conversation.
Yes, let's ask them questions they can answer out loud. For example, what does your living room look like?
Or, what is your bedroom like?
Or what do you like most about your home?
Questions like these make the learning experience more active and can help learners practice at home, even alone.
Next, we're going to give a longer guided practice, a full example description, a review of vocabulary, and a soft, motivational ending to help learners feel proud of their progress.
Let's take everything we learned today and put it into one complete guided description so listeners can follow along and build their own version.
Yes, let's guide them slowly so they can imagine the home clearly and repeat the sentences if they want to.
Imagine you are standing outside your home. You take a breath, open the door, and step inside. The first thing you see is your entrance area. Maybe it has a small table or a light that makes the space warm.
Then you walk forward into the living room. In this room, there is a sofa, a table, and maybe a bright window. You look around and notice how comfortable it feels.
Now you move into the kitchen. It might be small or big, but it is your space. You see the fridge, the stove, and the sink. Maybe there are some cups or dishes on the counter.
Then you walk into your bedroom. You see your bed, pillows, blankets, and a lamp. The room might be quiet, soft, or cozy.
After the bedroom, you look into the bathroom. There is a shower, a sink, a mirror, and a towel on the wall. Everything feels clean and simple.
This guided walk helps learners understand how easy it is to describe a home with basic English.
Yes, and the great thing is that all of these sentences can be adapted to any home, big or small, bright or simple.
Now, let's review the most important vocabulary from today's lesson.
Great idea. For rooms, we learned living room, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, hallway, and entrance.
For objects, we learned sofa, table, chair, lamp, rug, window, fridge, stove, sink, mirror, shower, bed, pillow, and closet.
And for adjectives, we practiced warm, bright, quiet, clean, small, big, cozy, modern, comfortable, soft, and simple.
We also used location words like next to, near, on, under, behind, in front of, and between.
Yes, these location words help listeners describe exactly where things are in their home.
Let's help listeners practice out loud with some simple questions they can answer on their own.
Okay, here are a few. What is your living room like?
What do you have in your kitchen?
Where is your bed in your room?
What is your bathroom like?
And what is your favorite room in your home and why?
Even if learners give short answers, speaking out loud helps their English grow stronger.
Yes, sometimes learners think they must speak long sentences, but simple English is very powerful and very clear.
Let's also show learners a full example description so they can hear everything put together.
Great idea. Here's a simple model. My home is small but comfortable. When I enter, I see a short hallway. My living room is bright and has a sofa, a table, and a big window. The kitchen is next to the living room. It has a fridge, a stove, and a sink. My bedroom is quiet with a soft bed and a lamp. The bathroom is small but clean. I like my home because it feels warm and peaceful.
That's a perfect beginner description, and listeners can copy this structure to make their own version.
Now let's finish with a soft motivational message to help learners feel proud of what they've done today.
Yes, learning how to describe your home is more than vocabulary. It's a way to express your life, your space, and your feelings in English.
And every time you learn a new word, your English becomes more natural and more confident.
You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need long sentences. You just need simple phrases that say what you mean.
And today you learned many useful phrases that you can use in real conversations.
We are really proud of you for listening and practicing with us.
Yes, thank you so much for spending this time learning English with us today.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment.
Tell us one thing about your home, maybe your favorite room or something you love about your space.
We look forward to hearing from you, and we're excited to see you in the next episode.
Take care, keep learning step by step, and remember to be kind to yourself as you practice.
Bye, everyone.
Bye till next time.